Alright, good morning everyone. Welcome back to another video demonstration. Today we are going to be looking at Batman. Last week we looked at Catwoman in quite a number of different positions. So this will be a Batman based off of a Jim Lee pose. And we're just going to do the sketch today. Shouldn't take too long, and I'll kind of walk you through that process. He's in a crouching position, kind of overlooking Gotham City. He's about to maybe lunge forward. So a good amount of him is foreshortened. We're going to start with the head again, just basic shapes, and don't have to draw super hard at this point. You just kind of want to continue to go pretty light. And then, as I said, he's lunging forward, so his shoulders are kind of squared and broad shoulders and large shoulders. And I might have to put those out just a little bit more. He's lunging forward, so his back is going to be a little bit higher, kind of around his ears a little bit. His cape is going to be kind of angling up on both sides. Large areas of black inside there. And the shoulders, again. If we can get his shoulders right, then the rest of it will go pretty easily. Barrel chested, so he's leaning forward. And so is the edges of the chest always kind of go up and coincide with the shoulders. So if the shoulders are there in the right place, in the right proportion, the chest just kind of exists and sits between them. Line of symmetry of the face will go in along the line of symmetry of the body. So we see his chest. His chest emblem. Back muscle right there. And then his knee is coming forward. So again, he's getting ready to pounce or lunge off of this building. And the knee is going to come up to the chest, the one that the forward leg. And so we don't see the length of the leg. I'm going to extend this down just a little bit first. Boom, boom, boom. And then his knee is right about here. So again, just plotting points. Arms are out like this. We see a little bit of his upper arm by his bicep tricep area, but then the forearms are going to come straight down on either side of him. And both hands are in a fist. his other leg is going to go behind him. And again, bent here. So he's striding forward. He's stepping forward with his front leg here. And his other leg is back. You're not going to see his feet, as his feet are going to be behind this retaining wall that he's standing on. It's going to be at an angle right down here at the bottom. So the body's pretty much there. Looks like he's got a little bit of weight on his thighs right here, so I'm going to trim some of that off. Back belt, hips, like so. I think I'm going to drop this knee down just a little bit more. Because here we see the full length of the upper leg. Here it's foreshortened, and so it becomes more rounded. His cape in this one kind of looks like really like bat wings. They're flying upwards. So as the sketch is initially there, we can now go through it kind of a second time and make any changes that we think we need to. Also can start to add some of the background buildings. We have some architecture that we can work on this particular piece. It's going to be a bat signal. Oh, probably lower that a little bit so you can see it. It's going to be a bat signal in the sky. Another couple of buildings over here. And then some buildings in the foreground. Just plotting things, just kind of figuring out where everything's going to go. Looks like he's He's a little thick around the middle. So again, I'm going to kind of peel off some of that weight. Yeah, that looks a little better. The more time you spend on a drawing, the more it starts to look like what you want it to look like. So the point of fleshing it out or sketching it out with the basic shapes is just to check your proportions. As you could see when I first started, he was just a little bit, looked like he had gained a lot of weight around the middle, but with a simple adjustment, then that's the things that you're supposed to notice in this initial stage, the sketching stage. And as you spend time working your way around the figure a second time, there's other things that you will notice. Maybe the arm's not in the right place. Maybe the forearm is a little too short. And so you can make those adjustments. Once you free, I mean, your architecture needs to be pretty clean. And when you sketch it out, feel free to do it freehand. But when you're trying to make it accurate, do yourself a favor. Use a straight edge. If the actual architects who create the real buildings use straight edges, then artists should as well. The expectation that we do everything freehand is just a little bit of an unrealistic expectation. I don't make perfect circles and I don't make perfectly straight lines. Never have, never will, so we're not robots. All right. As an initial sketch, we're pretty complete. Have some more work to do for polishing up before we can say this is a finished sketch. But we're in pretty good shape. Still going to do some work on the buildings and things like that. But as far as an initial stage in your first 20 minutes or so, this is what a good initial rough sketch should look like. So thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please click like, please click subscribe, and we will have a part 2 coming up shortly regarding the finished pencil drawing. Thanks very much for joining us.